Good evening.
Dr. Rick.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself?
Yes, indeed.
I will see you later. Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
Get them weapons ready! We found one!
Watch yourselves! Here's one of them!
We'll crush this beast! He's dead! Stay back, beast!
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Clear disgust on every...
Treats me like a book.
Good evening, Dr.
And good evening to you, Dr.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list.
This dreadful influenza of...
Do you realize you could create a... lethal poison?
Is this not true of any medical substance?
As long as you...
That's all I'm...
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York.
Leech spotted! Watch out! Watch out for them! Filthy piece of shit! He's dead!
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this. Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying...
Ah! I'm not...
I wasn't specifically referring to that.
They took my boy! I've had...
I see. But as I said, you're...
Well...
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family. Are you...
Young man...
Don't forget to keep...
Good evening.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's...
Ah, some fancy gentleman.
So you won't.
The name is...
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling?
Something like that.
So,
What?
well, yeah.
Oi!
So you're a...
Using funny...
I saw...
I could kill you.
What can you tell me about...
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us.
Well, you're not doing...
Yeah, well, we...
More of... Goodbye, Mr. Digby. Good evening, miss. I am
Who are you? What do you want?
As-
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me,
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes. The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
What can you tell me about...
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running...
If you're in...
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they've...
What can you...
You can't...
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like...
Looting...
Whatever.
Ooh, Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
Behind...
Romance? I have no time for such...
Ooh, Dig...
You have no... What is it, Doctor?
Behind...
Romance?
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could...
The sad saint?
Yes, he was...
You don't say.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I...
I have this thirst for blood. Good evening.
Good evening.
I was just...
Don't like questions or doctors. And then
What's your...
I take care of my mum.
You seem upset.
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A what?
Sometime...
I just wanted
What can you...
a shit up.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
No. Hate them.
Is there no one?
Well,
Any chance you can help me find Sean Hampton?
the sad saint. Why would you talk to that cunt? Really? Well, go ask someone else then.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne. Good.
Yeah.
Do you require... I don't know which...
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed?
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
Good evening, sir. Don't you recognize...
Don't take it.
Yeah.
I'm just...
Inebriation aside,
Yes.
take this, then.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
I'm looking for...
I really don't know.
Who could...
About the sad son.
A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes in
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
teeth and icy claws. He comes at
Cursed
the
or
night
not,
time.
he's just another.
Murders by night.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me, then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin.
How could a physician...
I have a
Doctors aren't...
Oh, thank you.
You're some...
I'm only...
I see.
Or something like that.
What can you...
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint...
Who? Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
The important thing is I find him. Quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west.
Do you need any...
I'm all right, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Times like these, a good drink's just as...
It's locked.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicion?
And what do you define as a strange event?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little.
Were you ever tempted to join them?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone?
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're
What can you tell?
Did you hear?
It's
But it's my...
So, how exactly
I patrol late...
can I help in any way?
Actually, yes.
Are you asking me to paste posters about
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that...
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you...
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour.
Really?
It's nothing personal.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with...
I could...
All I will...
Goodbye, and good hunting. Seems like the guard of Pre-One is on Sean Hampton's trail, too.
Lost it! Want some of that? I'll send you to hell. Stop it, Leeds! You leech! Kill it or you deserve. That's gonna smash the leech Burn it, boys! Die, beast! Die, vermin! Put an end to you! Want some of this? Die, vermin! Killing's all you deserve. Burn it, boys! Back in the die, vermin! I hate leeches! You leeches, you killing! Crush the leech, boys! Crush the leech, boys! Die, vermin! You leeches, you killing! Die, vermin! Send you to hell! Burn it, boys! Hate leeches! I'll send you to hell! Monster! Crush the leech, boys! Die, vermin! Let's finish! Burn it, boys! I hate leeches! Die, vermin! Want some of that? Die, vermin! Die, What is...
is despicable. Good evening, miss.
Good evening.
Have we met before?
No.
That's quite...
Sir,
I'm looking...
what is it?
You speak...
You bet I am.
You lost...
Those bastards.
Isn't
A
that
few no.
what really happened?
I drank too much.
May I ask?
I'm killing.
As I told...
Oh.
Why such
Of course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
What can you tell...
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask.
If you have...
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you.
You don't know me. You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that...
I really doubt you ever had.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton. It's locked.
Come now. Still much work to do.
Your kind's not.
Good
well-
evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan...
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And...
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to,
Is it not...
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sa-
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton. The sa-
Are you home?
Mr. Hampton's night as-
What can you...
It may be a...
You really think...
No. I think...
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the...
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Gla-
I'm looking for Sean Hampton.
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose.
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke...
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton...
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Come now, Lottie. There is still much work to do. I know I promised you I'd make everything right, Mum. But it's not
It's locked all right. It's locked all right. It's locked. It's locked.
This Seymour worries me.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Is it all that worries you, Sean? My long face? Really?
This is a blessing for me, to become a Skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy, if truth be known, to run a shelter. What more could I want?
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find...
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will...
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost. Separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the...
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick me.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment. We shall have a good chat later, Dr. Reed.